For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington football team. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, caught at the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Dalvin Cook.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the Vikings 7-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
First down.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 18. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Hurts. The open man is Smith. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man, 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Jackson on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for fun. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 26 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Around 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Adam Thielen.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Minnesota.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 36 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And got his man, complete! And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Troy Apke.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right back to him on 1st down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 34. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Flushed out right. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
He's coming. We got double up. 19, Tiger. In your face.
3rd and goal, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Smith Jr.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Jackson.
It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson's
a good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
58, right over there, right over.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Vikings 16.
From the 16, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Running out of the Wildcat.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Rosa's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made at the...
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes this Washington 34, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The pass.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's caught by Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they've earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run it again with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
A gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
3-yard pickup.
Good run there.
Up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Go straight to you. I'm going back to you.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough. On the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now a run with Cook. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Here's a quick throw to Thielen.
Today's finals, Washington.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey